Fine. Fire!
Born to cook, with the will and skill to own this kitchen.
I better make this fast.
Young competitors crushing it at the stove.
This is a really, really great dish. I am so impressed.
It's unique and different. It's spectacular.
Thank you.
Which budding stars will walk away with the $10,000 prize, and who will be chopped? 4 new junior chefs will compete to see who can grill their way to victory. First up, we welcome 13-year-old Mark Timanowski.
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm in the 8th grade. I'm a big fan of the French cooking. It's been perfected throughout the ages, and it just has like the best combination of seasonings. We're not eating healthy tonight, kids. I'm very competitive in nature. In my free time, I like to play video games. I think I can win Chopped because I'm competitive with everything. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and that makes me a tough kid.
Next up, we have 13-year-old Lily Nunziata.
I live in Orlando, Florida, and I'm in 8th grade. I have a food blog. It's called Dash of Sriracha. It's kind of like my personality, dash of spiciness, so. I don't have a particular cuisine I like to make, although I like to put my own twist on everything. I'm very interested in the stock market, and I own some stocks of my own, so if I wanted $10,000, I would definitely put it in the stock market and see how much more money I could make with it.
And then there's 13-year-old Erin Gruen.
I'm in 7th grade, and I live in Weston, Connecticut. I take cooking really seriously. I don't really do many sports, and it's kind of my sport. It's go time. I like challenging myself in the kitchen. Sometimes I'll see a recipe, and like, caution, this recipe is extremely hard to make, and I'm like, I have to make that. Yeah, now it's time for the workout. I think I can win Chopped because I have a lot of experience, and I know I have what it takes to be the next Chopped Junior champion. Now it's time to hit the showers.
And finally, here's 14-year-old Christian Bryan.
I'm from Frisco, Texas, and I'm in 8th grade. When I grow up, I want to be a chef with my own steakhouse and bakery because I love steak and I love sweets. So I play the flute in my band. I love it. I've been playing for 3 years, and we have competitions every year. That kind of boosted my competitiveness. That looks good. I think I could win Chopped because by day, I'm an amazing flute player, but by night, I'm a talented chef.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
How you guys doing?
Good.
So, here's how it works. There are 3 rounds. Mandatory mystery ingredients for each course. If your dish doesn't cut it, you will be chopped. Also, you're here for a special grilling competition. We want you to grill something for every course. And to make sure you're focused on those grill pans, we've turned off the ovens. Sound okay?
Yes, no.
Well, you know, what are you gonna do? Please open your first basket. And your appetizers must include chicken sausage, croissant donuts.
Oh my gosh, I love croissant donuts, but not in an appetizer.
Broccoli steaks, and portobello mushrooms. Clock is set at 30 minutes, and it's going to start ticking now.
Being in the Chopped kitchen is unbelievable because I've been watching Chopped for my entire life. I don't eat portobello mushrooms very much, but mushrooms go really well with onions, and vegetables in the grill are really good. I'm gonna make grilled chicken sausage with broccoli, portobello mushrooms, and onions, and white wine cream sauce. Grilling is one of my favorite types of cooking. It sort of brings together my family. Everyone in my family cooks except for one of my sisters, but we all love eating. I am literally ecstatic to start cooking. I see Ted Allen and I see Amanda, and I just get this shivering feeling like, oh my God, they're standing right there. Okay, awesome. First thing I do is throw those portobello mushrooms onto a hot pan with some butter. I just know that they're gonna be perfect for the sauce. I'm making a croissant donut crostini with grilled chicken sausage and a mushroom and broccoli sauce. When I get older, I would definitely want to go to culinary school, and to walk out if you're a winner would just make the future look even brighter.
So, Amanda, for this competition, you're joined by 2 very special guests. Pro Football Hall of Famer Jerome "The Bus" Bettis, and the host of Cheap Eats on the Cooking Channel, Ali Khan. Welcome to you both.
So honored to be here.
They don't call me the bus because I shied away from eating.
What's your favorite thing to grill?
I'm a sausage guy.
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe Jerome Bettis is here. I'm a huge football fan. It's an honor cooking for him. I'm taking the chicken sausage out of the casing because I know that way I can make patties and grill it a lot more easily. I'm making a croissant donut crostini with a broccoli and mushroom salad with a parsley aioli. It means a lot for me to be here because I am a self-taught chef, so I want to inspire other people my age that they can, you know, be independent and teach themselves whatever they want to.
Grilling is a huge thing in Texas, so I have a lot of grilling experience. Cooking on a grill pan, you can control the heat more, but you don't get as much of the flavor, so you have to really focus on your seasoning. I love Italian food, so I'm making a grilled sausage with balsamic broccoli, grilled portobello mushrooms, and Parmesan polenta. I don't really know what to do with a croissant donut, so I decided to just scrape the sugar off the top. I think the sugar will help the broccoli caramelize and the balsamic and also add that sweet element to it.
This croissant donut is layers of pastry, like a croissant would be. And within those layers of pastry, there's filling and sugar.
Croissant donuts, they have weird sweet cream, so I just take it out and throw them in the grill. I'm going for sort of a crouton.
All right, junior chefs, you've got 15 minutes.
Because I'm a big fan of the French cooking, I plan to have a mushroom and broccoli puree. Does anybody have the heavy cream? I have it. Above it? Yeah. Thank you. Chicken sausage is really difficult to cook with, and it's really mushy. And I start chopping it up into big chunks, and then onto the hot grill. Last summer, I was diagnosed with chronic pain disorder, or fibromyalgia, and getting through it has been really challenging. This competition was a really great motivation for me to get back on my feet. I could always just sit around and mope about it, think, oh, my life is over. But what's the point in doing that?
I cut the broccoli steaks and the portobello mushrooms, get them in a pan and saute them with some fennel and olive oil because I think it will bring out a nice bittersweet flavor. And I'm going to use the filling in the croissant donuts to make a great flavor for my aioli.
Do you have the heavy cream still? Yes, go ahead and take it. It's right over there. I can't touch it because my hands are contaminated. Fine.
For the polenta, I got chicken stock and heavy cream. And then I also get some Parmesan cheese and some more sugar from the croissant donut. When I found out that I was going to compete on Chopped Junior, I started training with Chef Trey Wilcox for about 2 months. Trey is a well-known chef. He's also a friend of my dad's. He taught me to keep your station really clean because clutter can just get in the way so quickly.
All right, kids, you've got 5 minutes to get this done.
I want to make a cream sauce with the broccoli and some garlic. So I heat a pan with some oil, and I come back like 30 seconds later, and my garlic is burnt. Ah, it burns.
Aaron's facing a little bit of a space crunch.
Oh, this can't be good.
So Aaron knocked a bottle of wine off of his station.
It was wine.
Aaron did not lose any ingredients or anything,
Okay,
so
good,
he's
good,
fine.
good.
Okay.
You only have this small amount of space, and there's a lot to do.
Yeah, and I don't think at 13 you've been in a situation where you
Right.
have to create a dish in a time limit.
Right. Were you playing football when you were 13?
I didn't start playing football until 9th grade. I was a bowler.
Really?
Yeah.
How big was your bowling ball?
It was a big one.
Most times, I'm pretty good with being under pressure. I just take a deep breath, and I just have to keep moving. Now that I have most of my stuff plated, I'm just gonna make a really quick cream sauce with some white wine and garlic.
Whoa. Oh, there's the wine.
Woo! Ted!
I'm being put to work. Yes.
Got it.
I gotta go all the way to the pantry. What's up?
No, it's okay, Ted. I got it. It's
You
good.
think oh, it's not like I was doing anything, Lily. Okay.
I'm in a really good place right now. The patties are looking fantastic, and I know there's great flavor for my aioli. And I'm going to add some arugula into my sauteed vegetables for a more bitter, nice, crunchy flavor.
I get to say this next to a Pro Football Hall of Famer. Kids, here's the 2-minute warning. How was that?
You did great. Yeah, you did great.
Because I'm making a crostini, I'm thinking maybe a nice little wood slab will really look nice. And I grabbed some bib lettuce, because I just need a little bit more freshness.
The polenta looks great. And both my portobello mushrooms and my sausage are cooked evenly through. So I'm feeling pretty confident.
Under 1 minute on the clock.
Get on the plate, guys.
Mark is scrambling.
Mark.
I grab my sausage, and then I just start basically almost throwing it on there. And as fast as I can, go grab the mushroom and broccoli puree.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Please step back.
Wow.
I feel horrible. 2 plates didn't get the sauce. I'm feeling terrible. This is not the food I make on a daily basis, but I see Mark, and he seems pretty frustrated, so I don't know what to expect.
Junior chefs, you have arrived at the chopping block following the first round of a special grilling battle. Chicken sausage, croissant donuts, broccoli steaks, and portobello mushrooms were the ingredients for your appetizers. Aaron, could you tell the judges what you made?
Judges, I have made for you a grilled chicken sausage with mushrooms and a white wine cream sauce. I was not happy with the plating. I think I got a little flustered when I burned my garlic, and I dropped my wine.
Those are enough to fluster anyone.
Yeah.
So why would you compete in this crazy competition?
Well, I don't really do many sports, so I like to call cooking my sport.
I like that. I like that. You know, growing up, I wasn't in a lot of sports either. I was a bowler, so I get that. There won't be a ring at the end of this, but could possibly be other surprises.
Okay.
Looking at the dish, I'm an onion fan, and you did a great job with the onion and the portobello mushroom.
Thank you.
But there was some issues with chard, if you will.
Yeah, I noticed that.
You know, it's clear certain things, were on the grill pan too long. So, like, the croissant donut did burn, but I think the cream sauce is a great move.
Yeah, I like that sauce. I actually just want more of it because there's nothing really with a lot of moisture other than the mushroom.
Erin, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we have Christian.
I've made for you grilled chicken sausage with balsamic broccoli, grilled mushrooms, and Parmesan polenta.
Do you like grilling?
Oh, yes, I love grilling. I'm actually from Texas, so we grill a lot.
I think the plate has a good focus, especially with the polenta. And we've got a beautiful char on that broccoli. But on the mushroom, it needs a touch more seasoning.
I have to agree with Amanda, but I think the sausage was cooked very, very well. You did a fabulous job with that.
The croissant donut, where did you use that?
I only used the sugar, and I added that into the polenta and into the broccoli.
Okay, that's a risky move.
For me, I didn't taste the croissant donut at all. But I'm not a huge broccoli fan, and it did taste pretty good, whether that was the sugar or balsamic.
Christian, thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Lily.
I've prepared for you a crostini with a grilled sausage patty and parsley aioli.
The creativity of the dish itself is really impressive. I immediately think I am in a restaurant in New York.
Done a wonderful job of taking every ingredient in your basket and putting it together. Very well done.
It was pretty brave of you to take the sausage out of the casing to make it into a patty. So I like that you transformed it. And I like the aioli you made. Did you use the cream from the donut in there too?
Yes, I did.
Okay, all right, because it has a bit of a sweetness to it. And the croissant donut is just a little hard to cut. So I would go a little thinner.
Okay.
So how did you get your cooking experience?
I actually started cooking around 2 years ago, and I'm a self-taught cook.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a stockbroker.
Oh,
wow.
Do you read the Wall Street Journal every day?
Sometime.
Wow. May I ask you for some stock advice later?
Tips.
Lily, thank you.
Thank you.
And finally, Mark.
Judges, for you, I have today a croissant donut crostini with grilled chicken sausage and a mushroom and broccoli puree.
So I understand, Mark, you almost didn't make it here. What happened?
I was diagnosed with chronic pain, and so I had to go to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota, and they got me off my crutches and off a limp, so...
Oh, my God. We're
Great
so
to hear
happy
that.
you're
Yes,
here.
absolutely.
Well, I'm happy to be here as well. But I, unfortunately, didn't get my sauce on 2 of the plates.
You were so down to the wire. But the sausage, it was perfectly cooked. And the croissant donut, you grilled it perfectly.
Thank you.
I really liked the crunch. Unfortunately, I didn't get the sauce.
I did get some of that. The sauce is probably the best incorporation of portobello mushroom and broccoli that I've had.
Thank you so much.
We wish we didn't have to chop anybody, but we must. Thanks, kids.
Oh, goodness. Did better than I thought I would, but I think it's still not enough.
I think we all had something wrong with our plates.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, once he said 10 minutes, I was like, what?
I know, the time I've never been... Like, I wish, like, class went by that fast.
Yeah, seriously.
That's not my style of cooking. I mean, my plating wasn't good, but Mark left out 2 ingredients, so you never know. I'd be so disappointed if I was the one to get chopped. I have so much more to show to these judges, and it'd be just such a shame.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Erin, you've been chopped. Judges?
Chef Aaron, I love the way you look at cooking as a sport. But we arrived at this decision because we felt that the chicken sausage was overcooked, and then the croissant donut on 2 out of the 3 plates was burnt. And so these are the reasons why you've been chopped.
This has been one of the best experiences of my life.
Yeah.
Keep cooking.
I'm very disappointed, but today was still the best day ever because, I mean, I met Ted Allen and Amanda Freitag, and just being on the TV show that I've watched my entire life was incredible.
Mark, Lily, Christian, please open your baskets for the second round of grilling. And we have ribeye, vegetable skewers, key lime pie lasagna, and culantro. 30 minutes on the countdown clock, starting it now.
Back at home, steak is just like part of like the Texas food identity. So steak and vegetables, I can totally work with that. My mom always seasons meat with paprika and garlic powder, so I just go grab that, make it more flavorful. I'm making grilled ribeye with a red wine tomato sauce and key lime vinaigrette. I definitely wanted to make a side salad because when I first saw that key lime lasagna, I was like, this would be an excellent vinaigrette. And I really need to let all my ingredients shine this round.
I'm not the biggest fan of steak. I usually cook chicken and fish, but I want to make tacos because I can just grill the steak regularly and I can make a beautiful salsa with the vegetable skewers. I make salsas at home a lot. Culantro is an herb that's similar to cilantro, and in my opinion, it has a little bit stronger of a flavor. I love the flavor it gives to Mexican dishes.
Going into the entree round with Lily and Christian, I think I'm up against some real stiff competition. But I got this. Give me a steak, then I will cook it perfectly. Grilling a perfect steak requires perfect seasoning, which, if you don't know, is salt and pepper. Any other seasoning will just spoil the flavor of the meat. You have steak and you have some onions and peppers. Perfect combo. I'm making a grilled steak atop some Asian sauteed vegetables. Oh, gosh, a little too much. You need something as sharp and cutting as the soy sauce to really balance out this dish. Pepper down.
All right, judges, a real prize in that basket. Ribeye steaks.
That's grilling, man. That's what's up.
My mouth is watering. On a steak like that, you really need to season it very aggressively.
But why is Lily only cooking one of them?
Well, hello, she knows I'm here.
This is a main course, so the question is, will we be sated?
You seem sad about that.
A little concerned. A little concerned.
Okay, kids, you've got 15 minutes.
I think that it will be better if I make each judge one taco, because if I made more, I would sacrifice my presentation and plating. I love the flavor of sweetness and salsa, so I decided to add pineapple. I started getting into stock trading because I wanted to make my own money, so I invest some of the money I've gotten from birthdays and Christmas. I like to invest in some safe stocks, but just like cooking, sometimes you definitely have to put a lot of risk in what you do.
While I was training with Chef Trey, we made a red wine tomato sauce for steak, and it just worked so well with it. So I see the tomatoes on the veggie skewers, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm definitely gonna make this red wine tomato sauce. I add some of the culantro to give it that extra layer of flavor. I've been cooking since second grade. We did a lot of food-related science experiments at school, so that influenced me to cook, and then I just progressed from there.
Whoa, mamma mia. The steak looks beautiful, and I grab a cucumber, and as fast as I can, I chop it up for some cucumber salad. I'm thinking it'll go with this key lime lasagna. I grab some of the culantro. It's very fresh, very cool. $10,000 is a lot of money. I would like to donate to the Mayo Clinic because without them, I wouldn't have even dreamed of running around the chopped kitchen.
All right, kids, 5 minutes on the clock.
I'm using the lime curd from the key lime lasagna, and I'm making it into a sauce for my tacos. I mixed rice vinegar with some hot sauce to balance out the sweetness with some acidity. I know from being a food blogger that we first taste with our eyes, so I'm definitely focusing on my presentation and plating.
For my salad, I grab mixed greens and make my vinaigrette with Dijon mustard, white wine vinegar, and the key lime lasagna. I'm feeling pretty confident about my dish. I look over at Mark again, and he's definitely struggling. Time management is everything.
Mark has once again chosen a wooden serving piece.
I really hope everything gets on his plate.
All right, kids, you're under a minute here. You've got 45 seconds to get it done.
The time is ticking, so instead of cutting off the bone and the fat, I rip it right out.
And Mark is still going.
Just tearing the meat apart. Just put it on the plate. Don't slice it. Just put it on the plate.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up. Please step back.
Wow.
I'm looking over, and Mark's plate looks a little bit sloppy, but Christian's plate looks beautiful. So I'm definitely nervous.
I look over at Lily's plate, and it's one taco. That's not enough for anybody, especially in this big football star.
Three junior chefs still grilling in that entree round. Ribeyes, vegetable skewers, key lime pie lasagna, and culantro were your mystery ingredients. So what did you come up with, Lily?
I had made for you a grilled steak taco with a pineapple salsa and a key lime pie crema.
Lily, the presentation, outstanding, but as an entree, this is not enough.
You knew that we had a pro football player at the table. Did that
Yes.
cross your mind?
I didn't kind of cross my mind at one point, but I was like, you know what? I have 30 minutes on the clock. I'm just going to plate what I can plate.
Well, you made that decision early on because you only cooked one steak.
That's true.
The flavors are put together very well. I love that you took the vegetable skewers and made a salsa out of it.
Thank you.
And obviously, a terrific challenge to incorporate key lime pie, but perhaps more acidity from like the fresh lime.
Okay.
Could have offset it, essentially what was just a taste of sugar.
Lily, thank you. Mark, would you please tell the judges about your dish?
For you, I have today a grilled steak, Asian sauteed vegetables, and a cool cucumber salad.
Cool cucumber salad. What makes the cucumber salad cool?
Well, not only did I use some of the cool cilantro, I also used some whipped cream from the key lime lasagna.
Okay.
How did you feel about time management in this round?
I was a little bit under pressure.
I think one clue that you were a little pressed for time was that you were ripping the last steak apart, caveman style.
I was trying to get rid of the excess fat in the bone.
How did you cook the vegetables?
I added some soy sauce and sesame oil.
Well, I love your culinary influences, and this is a perfectly cooked steak.
Thank you.
Your steak is cooked spot on. Now, for me, it needs more aggressive seasoning. I respect that you just want salt and pepper. I love that, but just really get that salt on there. But I love your big, bold presentation.
And looking at my plate, the consistency for me was off. I don't see the same look presentation-wise. But you made me a fan of cucumbers with the sweet key lime lasagna. It gives a little pizzazz.
Thank you, Mark. Finally, Christian.
I've made for you grilled steak with a red wine tomato sauce and a key lime vinaigrette on the salad.
Okay.
Overall, it looks great.
Thank you.
The steak, it was cooked very well, but the key lime is overpowering the salad.
I agree the key lime is just a little bit sweet. Maybe the addition of more vinegar or more mustard would have helped that. But I love the sear on your steak.
Thank you.
And I like the seasoning as well. Where did you use the culantro in here?
I added that into the sauce that's on the steak, yeah.
Okay. As far as the sauce goes, I think the instinct was great, but the flavors kind of got muddied.
Yes, but I love the steak without the sauce. You have a lot going. I would just say, love to see a little more kind of like simplicity.
Okay.
Have you decided what you want to be when you grow up?
I want to own my own steakhouse, actually, with a connected bakery.
Cool.
Steak and bake.
There's your name.
I'll remember that.
Well, you got them both in the same basket.
Thanks, kids.
I'm nervous about that round.
I definitely don't feel safe.
You want to play ping pong?
Here, let's move to the tower.
Okay, here. Mark's got you. Mark's got you. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be.
Oh, brilliant.
Good. See?
Great. I would have to say chopped is a little bit more intense than a flute competition, but I think that I brought the ingredients together well.
If I get to the next round, I hope to have a more organized workstation because, as you saw, it was pretty messy.
For more about Chopped Junior, including behind-the-scenes footage and advice from our judges, go to foodnetwork.com/choppedjunior. So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Mark, you've been chopped. Judges?
Mark, you are an amazing chef. It just seems that you're running into some problems from a time management perspective, and your presentation suffered, and your steak needed more seasoning. So, unfortunately, you had to be chopped.
Keep on cooking, sir.
Yeah.
Great job.
Really good job.
I'm feeling disappointed, but this loss is not going to stop me. I'm going to keep pushing, and if I come back for a Chopped Junior Redemption episode, I will rock the place.
Christian, Lily, this round is a chance to be really creative and show us why grilling desserts is such a fantastic idea. Can you do that?
Yes.
Excellent. Please open these baskets. Nice. And what do we have here? Puffed rice pops. Baby bananas. Feta cheese. And baby pineapples. Once again, kids, 30 minutes to get it done. Clock starts now.
I do not grill desserts very often. I think it's kind of weird because if you think about desserts, you don't really think about, oh, let's go to a grill. I make bread pudding in the oven all the time, so I came up with a little plan for how I'm gonna bake it. I'm making a puffed rice bread pudding with a feta caramel sauce. I decided to grill my bread because I like crunch in bread pudding. I really want to win this competition. I mean, everybody likes to win, but I take winning seriously, so. I mean, it would just be really exciting to just come back home and say I won job.
I mean, this is it. This is for all the marbles.
Absolutely. Christian, she went with a bread.
It looks as if Christian wants to make little bread puddings, but again, she doesn't have an oven.
Get out. Look.
Oh my God.
Hello.
Christian has a bowl on her grill. Oh my gosh, she's a genius. She's making an oven. So I need a really good dessert in order to be a chalk champion. I want to make an ice cream, but this is a grill competition. So I cut my banana and pineapple with honey and brown sugar to get some caramelization from them on the grill. I'm making a baby banana and pineapple ice cream with a rice puff strudel and a white chocolate feta sauce. Normally with traditional ice cream, you'll have to make some kind of egg yolk custard, but I got this recipe off of the internet, and it saves time because there's no cooking involved.
And it's like an ice cream base you can make without eggs, so you don't have to spend the time cooking the eggs and tempering it and making it non-glazed.
Saving time. Smart.
This is the kind of ice cream that makes the 5 o'clock news.
Yeah.
Okay, kids, you've got 20 minutes to go. Lily's making a mess.
These puffed rice pops, they're just like those cereal treats, but in the shape of a popsicle. And I'm really happy to see the baby bananas and the pineapple because both those fruits could really work well in my bread pudding. I sprinkle some brown sugar on them, and then I just put them on the grill, caramelized.
You have bananas and pineapple here, but I mean, you can't grill a puffed rice pop.
With the puffed rice pops, I'm going to throw them in a pan with some dried cherries, as well as some oats to make a crunchy strudel topping for my ice cream.
I've never seen feta cheese in a dessert. I mean, it's pretty salty, but I think it's gonna go well with the caramel sauce because the feta cheese has that salty taste to it, and I definitely know that like salted caramel is very popular.
You know, Christian's very focused, and she's super confident. She put that bread pudding on that grill. She's put the bowl on it.
You know, I know you need that lid to stay down here to create that oven effect, but in my opinion, you're gonna have to do some peeking to make sure you don't burn that bottom.
Absolutely.
Uh-oh, looks like that's overfilling, but I think I can clean it up. The bread pudding is cooking well, but I have to keep checking on it because the bottom, since that grill pan is so hot, I don't want the bottoms of the bread pudding to burn because that could get me chopped.
Christian's bread pudding. I mean, it's been on that hot grill for a while.
Yeah. We're all concerned about whether the bottom of that is going to burn.
I took my bread pudding off the grill, and it looks great. I started scooping it out and putting it on my plate.
Looks like it worked.
And the key is she's scooping it out, so she's not necessarily getting the bottom
Right.
piece of it.
All right, kids, less than 5 minutes to go.
I check on the ice cream, and I see it has a beautiful texture. For my feta white chocolate sauce, I get the white chocolate and mix them together with some butter and throw it into the microwave and start melting it down.
You know, the microwave's not a bad way to melt chocolate, actually.
You just have to do it in little slow increments.
You don't
30
wanna burn
seconds,
it.
check it, stir it.
I'm scratching my head about feta and chocolate.
Fine.
I'm willing to try new things, but we'll see.
Welcome
We will
to the
see.
Chop Kitchen.
Okay, guys, 2 minutes left on the clock.
My grilled fruit is looking great. I know it's really going to go well with my caramel sauce and the bread pudding. And I feel like this is really a winning dish.
Look how poised they are. So this is going to be photo finish here.
I assemble my sundae, kind of layer the strudel on there with some feta white chocolate sauce, and then I realized that I need a garnish.
Where's she going?
Right on down.
26 seconds and Lily's in the pantry.
I grab some basil out of the fridge.
All right, finish right now, kids. You got to get this done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Came right down to the finish line.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased with how my dessert turned out. I got this.
Lily's dessert looks good, but I don't really see the grilling aspect of her dessert. I definitely feel like I'm going to win this.
Lily, Christian, junior chefs grilling up dessert. From puffed rice pops, baby bananas, feta cheese, and baby pineapples. Christian.
I made for you a puffed rice bread pudding with a feta caramel sauce topped with grilled pineapple and banana.
You know, we were all watching eagerly to see how you were going to pull off bread pudding. And I gotta tell you, this is a really great dish.
Thank you.
And that sauce, I think the caramel sauce and feta, it works.
I really love the creativity of it, and you got this high reward of making bread pudding on a grill with a bowl over it.
Yeah.
But there's just a little touch of that aftertaste of bitterness from the grill marks that were on the bread.
I would suggest not darkening the bread as much to give it a better consistency all the way through.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. And finally, Lily.
I have prepared for you a tropical ice cream with a rice puff strudel and a feta white chocolate sauce.
I can hear this Hall of Famer crunching over here.
Yeah, this is not the kind of ice cream you have as a midnight snack when you tell your wife you've gone to bed. What can I say? I'm an ice cream guy.
Me too.
I like it smooth, and it worked. It's very good.
I love the fact that you gave us this crispy garnish because we needed it. That crunch helps a lot. And, you know, I like what you did with the feta and the white chocolate, but it's on the edge of breaking. The fat's kind of, but very creative.
The only concern was I didn't really taste much of the pineapple.
Okay.
Okay, Chopped Junior Champion is the title you've been fighting for. We'll tell you soon which one of you has won it. Thanks.
Our dishes were like completely different, but they were just so creative.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a close call.
Yeah, you're a great chef, and it's just been a pleasure competing with you.
Yeah, same with you. I mean, competing with you has been great. Good luck.
Good luck.
So that no oven showdown went really well, I think.
I think so too. I really kind of think they tied in dessert, but we have to look back at the whole course of the meal. And if we look at the appetizer round, Lily took that sausage out of the casing and made a patty. She really transformed it, but her aioli was a little too sweet.
Christian used the sugar from the croissant donut, but that was it. You know, we saw the sugar get applied, but we didn't really taste a lot in there.
But I thought it was really ambitious to make polenta.
And for me, the balsamic on the broccoli, I found myself reaching back over, getting another piece.
They came out really strong with their appetizers, but I almost feel like Christian and Lily fell down in the entree round in different ways. Christian did a great job with her steak. She applied some nice seasonings, but I think her vinaigrette was just a little too sweet.
It overpowered the salad.
Yeah.
It really did.
I can understand why Lily made a taco. Good way to use a cilantro. Salsa makes a lot of sense.
Agreed. I love all the flavors, but it's so hard for me to even call it an entree.
Right.
Well, do you know which little griller has impressed you the most?
Yes.
Overall, I'm confident with my dishes, but when it comes to Christian's dishes, I definitely think that hers were amazing and anything could happen.
I know the judges picked the winner based on the past 3 rounds, but I really think since my dessert was so successful that it can push me through.
So, whose dish is on the chopping block? Christian, you've been chopped. Judges?
Christian, we love your dessert. But as you know, we base our decision on the entire meal. In the appetizer course, we just didn't feel like you used enough of the croissant donut. Moving into your entree, the vinaigrette, the key lime was just too strong. And so we had to chop you.
Such a pleasure. Good luck with everything.
You were amazing.
Thank you.
See you later. I'm disappointed that I got chopped, but I think I learned a lot about myself and about cooking, and this experience was like so great. It's probably like the best day ever, honestly.
And that means, Lily Nunziata, that you are the Chopped Junior Champion. For conquering this grilling competition, your prize is $10,000 plus a highly coveted Chopped Junior Chef's coat. Congratulations.
I cannot believe I won. This feels like totally unreal. This was definitely a good return on my Chopped Junior investment, and one day I made $10,000, so